Okay, here I go. I'm going to show admins how to get a job sign up into Team Unify. Number one, I'm going to log in and click on Team Events. These are all of our events that are in here right now. I have made little pictures to go with our dual meets. For dual meet, boys are blue, girls are orange. Okay. I also tried to put pictures in for our different things. So here is a fundraiser. Here's PV Fall Fest, Halloween Distance Meet. Look, it's a little pumpkin and he's swimming a distance. Anyway, just so you know, we've got past and archived meets here and hidden admin only. In the hidden ones, I have a generic home meet that I have created in here. When you click on that, it'll tell you all about our home meets. Food items, just a description of how to do this. Food items, please use an asterisk before a food item, so it will propagate the food item to the top of the list because it alphabetizes. So all the asterisk stuff goes to the top. For calculating service hours, there are 29 jobs minimum for a home meet, 3 hours per job, and 1 hour is given for food. 14 minimum for an away meet. So only 14 jobs for an away meet. So that's, each one of those jobs is worth 3 hours. And then it just goes through all the different things that we need for each home meet and how many timers are needed in odd and even lanes. So for a home meet, odd lanes need one timer. Remember that. So odd lanes get one. Think odd one, right? For a total of 6. Because away meets will provide, or the away team must provide 2. And then even lanes need 2 timers from us. So for home meets, we're putting 2 timers on even lanes. And we'll have 1 timer on odd lanes. That's a total of 6, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Oh, it's reversed. Oh, geez, I gotta go back and fix that. Anyway, you get the point. Here's the other jobs that are in there. Done. So here's the job sign up then. When you click on job sign up in the generic home meet, you click on set up a job, set up event job. So here they all are. Right now, we're not allowing anything, and we don't need to in this one. Just so you know, it's just all set up for emails and SMSs to go out twice to everybody who signs up for one of these jobs. And I already reset the time. Oh, I didn't reset the times. 1 hour is for food. Good. Food should be a 1 hour position. And announcing should be not announcing, but all of the other jobs, worker jobs should be 3 hours, because these hours are what people are going to earn when they sign up and show up for that job. They don't get the hours until they show up for the jobs. Okay. All right. There's that. That's the generic means. So let's go back to our events then and set this thing up. So let's do the girls meet. Edit. So the times are in here already for the girls meet. That's down here. Now in this area where it says enter detail event description. So this is where it should say for a dual meet in particular, there are no signups for that. The kids are expected to go to those meets. So, and it should say that in there. You are expected to go to this meet. If for some unforeseen reason that you cannot, please email coachbillswims@comcast.net. That's what that should say in there. So you set that up in here. If it's only, if it doesn't have a double digit in it, if it's like not 10, 11, or 12 o'clock, it has to be, you have to put a 0 in front of it. So this one's begins at 2:30, ends at 5:30. That'll give us the 3 hours for the event. Please do this when you're setting up a meet from brand new. You need to select what it is. This is a dual meet, but if you clicked on select, it'll pop up this box, and we've got all these different things in here. I'll show you what that is for then, but it is a dual meet. You just click on it then and select it. Do we want to put it on the calendar? Absolutely. Homepage tab, team. It is a team function. Send declaration emails. No, we don't want to confirm this. We don't need to do that. Do not allow team members to sign up. It's not a sign up thing. If it was like an invitational, you would allow online entries, and then you would have to go find the meet file. That's not what this is. You're expected to be there. This is how you get your job signups to show up. You have to put a deadline in. And because the meet is on Saturday, we want it to be done by Thursday before. We don't want to wait till Friday to fill those jobs. They've got to be done by Thursday. Accounts per sign up, we can say that you can sign up to 4, because a husband and wife could sign up to work a meet, and then they would each get 3 hours for that. So that's a total of 6. And that usually doesn't happen. But you also get an hour for food. If you bring a food item, it'll give us an hour worth. So technically one person could earn up to 4 hours. And if you work 3 meets, boom, you've got everything you need. Okay, financial requirements. We don't do anything with that for dual meets. Actually, we haven't used this at all. Choose which groups of email to all active members. Yeah, that sounds good. Here's any notes on the athlete's sign up page. Picture, this is where I choose the upload picture file. So I will put these things into our Google Drive account. But anyway, so this one I believe is a girls' dual meet. Choose. And that's it. Down here, since Catherine set this up, she put her email address in there, but really the person for dual meets, the person who's handling the jobs or wants to handle those questions, it should really go in there. So anyway, you put that in there. Do you want to email it out? No, we don't want to email right now, but you can come back in and change that later. We do eventually want to email this out after the jobs go out. That should happen this week. All right, so there it is. So now we can go in here. Now watch how this happens. So event job signups. Set up event jobs. Well, I had already put it in here. So let's just do this for a minute. I'm going to, just so you can see how I do it. It's just taking a minute. Let's go. So I'm getting rid of all these so you can see how I'm going to do this. Okay, so I don't have anything in here right now. This is what a brand new thing should look like. You're going to copy and append from another event. So you click on that, you click OK. And remember how the other one was named generic home meet? So if you just type in generic and search, it'll pull up that meet. Oh, there it is. Select. And there it all is. So these are already all set up. They all start at 8:30 a.m. And just so you know, if I want to set up time periods for things, you can do it all at once. I do not want to, not all the time periods are the same. The foods only get an hour. So what I would do is I would go in here and I would start with announcer and take everything else out. Boom, 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 boom. So on and so forth down there. And I'm going to edit time period. So you would go in there, and this is where you change your time period. So if it's food, we just want to do from date and pick the dates. And so foods would just be 1 hour. You only get 1 hour for that. So like if you're showing up at 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and then you would save the changes. I'm not going to save them because I've already got them all set up in here. You can go in here, like if you wanted, I don't know, if you wanted 1 dozen donuts in there, you can also, there's total positions, you can edit this, go in and say if you wanted 3 people to sign up for a dozen donuts, you would go in and change it there. So it's pretty intuitive. Here's a little note about what it is so people know. You can leave little messages in there for what a marshal does or whatever. When you get down to the jobs here, just keep in mind, so we have bake table workers, an announcer. We should only need 1 announcer, but it's a 3-hour job. It's 1 position that you should need for a home meet. Bake table workers, I've got 4 in there. I don't know whether you want to change that or not. Clean up after the meet, I have 4 positions in there. Computer operator, we should have look at this for a minute. We should have 2 positions. This is what it should look like. This is our 3-hour meet. This was set up for if we're away or if we do a really long home meet. Say if we did a home meet with boys and girls and it was going to be really long, it was going to be maybe 6 hours as opposed to 3 or 4 hours as opposed to just 2 hours. This is how we would set that up. So you can put in different time constraints there. But that's what those 2 positions are for. So you would do a different time on the second one. So there's a couple of them here. Head timers. We had done that, I guess, last year when we were at North Penn and we were there for a long, long day. That was what that was for. Remember what I said about lane timers. We need 1 position. This is already set up for a home meet. We should probably go back and have positions here. We should have one that says lane 1 timers for 2 positions, and we would use that for an away meet then. But we would need all these. These are just set up already for a home meet. We do need a backup timer and 2 marshals, meet breakdown. We don't need a parking attendant. Place judges we would need, a referee. We need, no, we would just need a starter and 2 stroke and turn judges. Okay, so just be careful what you're choosing. That's all. So that's it, and then you just click save. If you don't want something on there, you disallow the assignment or the job sign up. And there's just different things on here. Some of them are for breakfasts, some of them are for lunches, and that's it. So let me just put a couple things out here and then go back to event job sign up. So and that's done. So if we go back out to that team event, the girls meet now when we go into job sign up. Oh, I guess I didn't save it. Allow sign up is what you've got to do. Sorry. And there it is. So I clicked those 2 things. So far, people can sign up for 2 cases of soda and a bag of lettuce. So we're going to remove that sign up though. Alrighty. And that's how you do it.